Hi everyone and welcome to Abhishek's kitchen. Today we are going to make a peach tart. So let's get started.
First, for the tart shell, in the flour add cornstarch and salt and mix everything together. Next, in the stand mixer bowl add softened butter to the confectioner sugar and mix at low speed too using paddle attachment. Mix until everything is combined for 1 minute. To this add egg and vanilla extract and mix at medium speed 5 until everything is combined. Stop the mixer in between and scrape the sides and mix again. Add flour mix and mix at low speed too. Stop the mixer and scrape the sides and mix again until everything is combined. If you can still see some flour patches, that is alright as we'll combine everything on the bench. We don't want to overmix the dough, otherwise it will make the dough elastic. Remove the stand mixer bowl. Scrape the paddle attachment and mix everything using spatula. Transfer this dough on a parchment paper. Add second parchment paper on top and press using hands into an approximate circular shape 1 inch thick. Refrigerate this dough in the fridge for 30 to 45 minutes until firm. Next, on a tart ring, apply butter on the sides and bottom. You can also use the tart ring that only has sides and no bottom. Next, remove the dough from the parchment paper. Generously flour the bench and place the dough on it and flour the dough as well. Next, using a rolling pin, roll the dough to 1/8 inch thick. If the dough is cracking, then you can join it using your hand. Place the tart ring and check the size. The dough should be 2 inches wider than the ring. You can cut the dough if it is more than 2 inches. Next, roll the dough on the rolling pin and place it on the tart ring. Next, lift the dough and press it against the sides of the tart ring so that it sticks to the butter. If some portion is broken, then apply some dough there. Cut the excess sides that are overhanging from the tart ring. If in this process the dough feels warm, then place the dough in the fridge. Next, place the tart ring on a sheet pan and refrigerate it for 30 minutes. Preheat the oven to 175 degrees Celsius conventional mode. After 30 minutes, place a scrunched up parchment paper on the tart and place any kind of beans on top to prevent the tart from rising. Make sure that the beans are along the edges of the tart as well. You can use these beans again and again but can't use them for eating after this. Bake this tart for 15 to 20 minutes until you see light golden color on the edges of the tart. This process is called blind baking. Once it is light golden brown from the edges, remove the baking paper with beans and bake this again for 10 to 15 minutes until it is light golden brown from the bottom. The tart is light golden brown from the bottom. You can bake for some more time to get a darker color. Keep this aside to cool down. Next, for the pastry cream, in a pan on medium heat, add milk and sugar and mix. Next, in a bowl, add egg yolks and sugars and whisk. Don't let the sugar stay in the edges for long without whisking, otherwise it will dehydrate the eggs. This process in which eggs dehydrate is called burning the eggs. That is, the eggs will turn all white and start crystallizing. To this, add cornstarch and mix. Next, add a part of the warm milk to the eggs. The milk is not simmering yet. Whisk this mix. This process is called tempering. That is, you slowly increase the temperature of a colder ingredient by adding a small amount of hot liquid to prevent the cold ingredient from cooking too quickly or too much. In this case, we don't want the eggs to form scrambled eggs. When the milk starts boiling, add the egg mixture while stirring the milk to prevent the scrambled eggs forming. Continue whisking to avoid lumps. You will observe after a few minutes that it starts thickening. Just whisk with your wrist and not your entire hand, otherwise you will become tired too fast. Also, to get every side of the pot, mix by forming a number 8 and number 0 while whisking. Keep on mixing because we don't want the cream to stick at the bottom. If you think it is cooking too fast or sticking at the bottom, remove it from the heat and continue whisking. It's done when it sticks to the back of the spoon. The texture should be like softened butter, custardy, creamy, glossy and velvety. Next, if you touch the pan and if it feels warm but not hot, then add butter and whisk again. Transfer this cream to a bowl. Cover this with a cling wrap touching the surface so that the cream doesn't dry up. Keep this in the fridge to cool down. Next, for the peach jam, in a pan on medium heat, add chopped peaches, sugar and lemon juice and mix and bring this to a boil. Once it starts boiling, reduce the heat and simmer for 20 to 30 minutes until it starts thickening. The jam is done when you place it on a chilled plate for a minute and drag a line through it, and it wrinkles and doesn't come back to its original place, then it's done. Transfer this to a bowl and let it come down to room temperature before using it. Now for the glaze, in a pan on medium heat, add water and jam and mix everything together. Cook this until it becomes liquid and syrupy. Once it is syrupy, transfer it to a bowl and let it come down to room temperature. Place it in the fridge before using it. Now we'll assemble the tart. First, apply the peach jam on the tart. Next, using a piping bag, apply pastry cream on it. Next, use the peach slices to decorate the tart. Make a cylindrical shape from a peach slice and place it at the center of the tart. Next, using other slices, place them half open around the middle slice. Place another slice such that it covers 1/4 of the previous slice. Place the next slice at the intersection of previous slices. Continue this until the end of the tart. Next, microwave the glaze. Apply the prepared glaze on top of the tart to give it a shiny texture. The glaze is hot and the fruits are cold. This will prevent the peaches from wilting. The glaze will be solid in 1 minute. Your peach tart is ready.
Thank you. Namaste from my side. See you all in the next video.